Yo, what's going on, y'all, man? You already know what time it is, man. By the title and the thumbnail, you already know what to expect. You already know, man. We're keeping it real, raw, and uncut around here. If you don't like it, you don't agree, you can bounce. But more importantly, before we get into anything, man, if y'all could do me a huge favor, come follow the boy on Instagram, man. It will literally take a couple seconds out y'all day. I'm trying to hit up to 100,000 followers. You see what I'm saying? Like, we at 30K now, but I know we can get up to 100K. I don't think I ever asked people to follow me on the gram before. This is my first time I think I ever do this since I first started my channel. So if y'all come show the kids some love right now, follow me on the gram, man. And more importantly, if y'all enjoy this video, give this video a huge thumbs up, man. The more thumbs up this video get, the higher that the rank list going to go for a mark of 10,000. We've been pushing it lately, but we've almost there, y'all. And spam the comments down below. Comment 10 different times. If you comment something, just throw emojis, just spam the comments, whatever it is. But yeah, man, enough of the chitter chatter, man. Let's go to get into this video right now, man. Let's go.
Wake the fuck up.
Y'all gotta peep this shit, bro. This shit's spooky. Alright, so y'all remember when they said that, like, this was supposed to be the true story about the indigenous people and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the true nature of, like, how he was before all the shit happened and all that, right? What if I told you, bro, that shit could be the complete opposite of what we all thought, bro? Peep what I just found on TikTok, man.
The
All
judge
right,
thinks
y'all.
it's really interesting is there's a
Keep this
documentary
shit.
called Revival of Evil, and there was this art teacher,
Even if
and
you
he
don't
gave
believe
up
it or
on
not.
God, he cussed out God and started worshiping Satan, and he said, Satan, I want you to show me what you look like, because I want to paint you, and I want to look at that thing as a visual of who I worship so that it would give me more faith. And he said he shut out all the lights, closed all the blinds, and he pulled out a canvas, and he started painting, and he said every movement he made was something else moving him.
Another force was physically directing my body. I painted for several hours, and I was finished. It was the most fantastic painting I've ever done.
And the painting looks just like one of those beings
definitely
from the
looks like
Avatar
one of the
movies.
beings.
So what does this word avatar mean? It comes from Sanskrit, and it means descent. It's actually the incarnation of a spiritual being or a powerful deity on earth.
So if we
Wow.
think about it, yo, could this really be the story of Lucifer and Lilith?
Hey, that would be crazy. That would be very deceiving. But knowing America, man, one thing I love the Avatar movies, and a lot of them hold a lot of substance. But if this is true, then this is honestly going to change my entire reality, man. I'm just going to keep it honest with y'all. I couldn't imagine not watching any more Avatars. Like, and I watched it in 4D. I don't know if y'all ever seen a movie in 4D, but you can literally smell water get shot at you. It's fire, it's smoke. Like, man, when I tell y'all, it was. Please don't let this be true about Avatar. Can anybody fact check this down below and let me know that this is false, please? Because if this is real, man, this is going to honestly hurt my heart. I know a lot of people watching me as well.
What's good, family? The Destroyer is cloaked as a man. Check out this coin. We all know our ABCs. All of you are smart, but there's something that will test your awareness. If you notice, there's no you, but there's us. I want you to look at this coin with a sharp eye. The being in the middle looks like a sheep man with his arm around two women. Family, what is that between his leg?
Tail.
Is that the sheep man's tail? Notice the lady to the right holding the compass. The Masonic order guards this secret. Do the high churches bow to the reptilian god? I've heard many Christians say in the name of the Father, but never say the name. This coin bears the name and a snake. Do you see the God name over the city? Notice the buildings and towers and the boats. Here is the same coin with the building towers and boats. The God name is in the UFO. Family, these people that hide and gain their power through religion come from one common place in the world, Italy. Check out this painting. The black king and queen are fighting tall, hairy, pale men. In this picture, the tall, hairy, pale man is kidnapping a woman. She is saved by a white man killing the hairy, pale man. Do you know what this is telling me? Black people and white people had the same enemy, the pale, hairy man. It gets deeper, family. The hairy beasts have assumed the identity of white people. Think about it. Who claims to be reptilian? Family, not all white people are the same. It's quite possible a white woman was captured and used as a mating vessel. Now the beast is less hairy and looks more human. The people who attacked America was not fully human. Do you see the ships on a coin? What bloodline family enslaved America? These ships and that UFO are the adversaries that fought and conquered America. Academia left the spaceship out. Drop a like. Friend up for the next one.
Hey, I'm finna try to watch part 2. I'm finna look on his content right now. We finna watch part 2. So y'all better stay tuned for that, because this is honestly interesting and holding a lot of substance. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell y'all, it's a lot of stuff that we don't even learn about just being us. You see, like we get literally 1 month and 1 chapter in school. You get what I'm saying? So something like this can honestly help. I'm finna react to all the parts he have. And shout out to Push Your Push. That's his TikTok. Y'all can go check it out yourself if y'all want to before I react to it. But best believe I'm going to.
Get in here, get in here, get in here. Well, as you may know, this is Malcolm X. And we wanted to learn a little more about what led him to this place right here. And we went down a rabbit hole that was crazy. So put on your seatbelt and go down this rabbit hole with me. Now, it was a lot of stuff that we've been hearing, or me and my team been hearing, about all these movements simultaneously at the same time by the U.S. government. So Stokely Carmichael had the Black Power movement. Dr. Martin Luther King had the Indian Rights Civil movement. Jesse Jackson had the African American movement. And you get the point. But why is his movement buried in history? That's what we had to figure out. But at the same time, they came out with a movie portraying him something totally different than his original movement. And as we can see right here, the body of Malcolm X, slain Negro, nationalist leader, lies in casket at the funeral, right? But use the word lies like he telling a lie why he dead, right? Sounds suspicious. In this one, I'm not gonna say a lot. I'm gonna just show you pictures that speak for itself and this movement that was hidden in history. But if you'd like to donate, I greatly appreciate it. But let's get to the pictures. Further ado. Now, if you remember the speech or the last speech he used, he said, Aborigines, I call black folks. You and I are Aborigines, but you do not like to be called Aborigines, a quote by Malcolm X. So what was his movement that was hidden in history? Does this look familiar right here? Does this look familiar right here in North America? Does this look familiar?
No.
Well, Malcolm X buddies and the buddies of Australians got together. Does this look familiar with black peoples down south? Okay. Or better yet, do this look familiar what Malcolm X was talking about? Or do this look familiar where you see the word Aborigine?
I see the word. Yeah, I see the word.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Do this look familiar? As you can see, do this look familiar?
Is this Photoshop? But it's real.
He said, you and I are Aborigines.
Aboriginal.
And we can keep going on and on and on, which is Malcolm X movement that was hidden. And we can keep going on. But look at this picture right here. This picture speaks strongly. It looked innocent, but when you look at it very clearly, it speaks about the Aboriginals, indigenous, right? Take a good look. North America. But who is this brother right here? Who is this brother right here? Fight for Aboriginal rights, which is Malcolm X guy, which is this brother right here. Look like he not playing no games. When he says he's Aboriginal, they lock my mans up. Yeah, they lock my mans up right here. See that word, Yeah, they buried this movement. But what's different about this movement on this day, they got the Aboriginal Australians, which is not the real Australians, right? This is what the real Australians actually really look like. And if you need some back context on who this brother is, Eddie's indigenous Australian, right? As you can see, the original Australians, which his nephew, right? His nephew played for the NBA, right? The third indigenous Australian to represent the Olympics basketball team. So the Australians been mixing with us for a very long time, which is a secret in history. But we have a problem.
What's the problem?
They show these peoples as the Aborigine Australians, and they're not. They're not the Aboriginal. Because if you look this up, they are called modern Australia, which is the peoples I just showed you, which is a mixture of the peoples from India, the peoples from Australia, and us. So when you go back to the original landowners, this is what a real Australian actually really looks like. Not them peoples that came from India that mixed with him, us, which make these peoples a mixture of these peoples with us, which is an offshoot of these peoples that was left to breed 220 years. Incest. Now, ask yourself a question. If the Aborigines Australians have 250 languages, well, that means everybody met across the world and been effing or having sex with each other that start calling these people the new breed Aborigines that mix with the people from India, Melungeon.
BY is real. For everybody that remembers this video right here, what if I told you that it wasn't real? Nobody died in this accident, and the person that's in question is still living amongst us today. What if I also told you that this person is not in hiding? They're actually quite visible. And at the end of this video, you will not believe what this Coca-Cola wallet really symbolizes. One of the most shocking videos that I've ever done on here. If y'all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it. To all my newcomers, this is gematria. When you script a death, the numbers will always align. Left eye dead at 30, left eye equals 30. Left eye also equals 33. From her death day, which is April 25th, 2002, to what would have been her upcoming birthday, 5/27, is a total of 33 days. And then Saweetie, the name, equals 33. Oh no, BY is real. Don't expose her like that. Don't do it to him like that. I do it all the time, all right? This is nothing new. This is Hollywood. I've been showing y'all how they do this. It's all over my page, and she is not exempt. For the ones that don't know what this is right here, this is called gematria, aka the matrix, aka the practice of coding numbers into letters and words, which means what I'm about to tell you right now is not a coincidence at all. Left eye's real name at the top, Lisa Lopez, it equals 135 in the reverse. Diamante, the generated name for her character, Saweetie, it equals 135. And the full name for her generated character, Sweetie. The real generated name, Diamante Cueva Valentine Harper, equals 135 in a full reduction. Lisa Left Eye Lopez was born on the 27th. The character, Sweetie, was born on the 2nd of July. 27, 2/7. You're really supposed to say the day first and then the month, but only in America we still do it backwards, where the month is first and the day is second. She is also featured on the track with this artist by the name of Louis called Talking About, where she says in her verse, "Bad little B from the West Side, pretty, and she rap like Left Eye." You could have said Lil' Kim. You could have said Missy Elliott. You could have said Eve. You could have said Foxy Brown. Out of all names, you say Left Eye? Come on now. Does anybody remember that show that used to come on Nickelodeon called All That? Okay. Does anybody remember the group that used to sing the theme song for All That? It was TLC, right? Okay. Does anybody remember who had the only rap verse on that theme song? It was Left Eye, right? Okay. So why is Sweetie wearing this shirt right here? Are y'all ready to see the significance and the symbolism behind this Coca-Cola wallet that Left Eye was flashing right before the alleged crash? You have been warned. Let's do it. Sweetie's first ever live broadcasted performance was on a Coca-Cola stage. Not a Pepsi stage, not a Sprite stage, not a Mountain Dew stage, not a Dr. Pepper stage. A Coca-Cola stage. Sweetie is supposed to be dropping an album this year called Pretty B Music, and that equals 211. Well, how ironic is it that from Left Eye's death, which is April 25th, all the way to Sweetie's birthday, which is July 2nd, that is a total of 2 months, 1 week, and 1 day. No coincidence. There is a rumor going around on the internet saying that she is Akil the MC's wife, Fatima. And if you know who Akil the MC has been accused of being, then you know.
Tupac.
Like I said, if you know, you know. I remember a lot of young girls crying the day that they found out that Left Eye had passed on, and it's an emotional attachment for sure. She's an idol. But fast forward to now, we're finding out that these celebrities are faking their death. Okay? This stuff is not real. It's all stage. It's all play. Ask yourself a question. She was the only one to die in that Jeep crash. And then they were able to retrieve the video footage. I've been able to show you numerically, symbolically, and visually that none of this is a coincidence. It's the truth. The All That t-shirt, the Coca-Cola wallet, to the Coca-Cola stage showing you the rebirth of an old artist. You don't get this artist without this artist, is what I'm trying to tell you. But everybody has to remove that emotional part about it and start thinking real logically, man. This is how it's going down, and Hollywood been doing it. My name is BY Israel. I don't do conspiracies. I do real ass information. I'll holler at you.
Hey, man, shout out to BY Israel, man. Y'all gonna show y'all gonna show a king some love, man. But I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about it too much. Some of the stuff he was saying definitely held some substance, but I'm about to do more research on this before I somewhat jump to it. You know, I don't like to just jump to conclusions on things, really. I ain't gonna lie, he had me lost at the beginning. I'm like, yeah, this dude's stretching it, until he pulled up the Tupac thing. I saw the reaction to the guy saying the whole Tupac situation. So some of the stuff he said definitely held some substance from, it's been brought up a lot. You know, so I guess he's just saying that a lot of things in life is not a coincidence. Stuff that was really losing me was the numbers and the weeks and the whatever he was typing in their names, figuring out what number it means. That's what was killing me. It started making a lot of sense when you start actually getting into who people is who and why people might think the way.
Now, I don't know about you, but I don't remember learning about Auguste Pogue in history class. This guy was attaching metal steel balls to hydrogen balloons and seeing how high he could go in the sky.
What?
Literally. Super odd. He seemed to be a big influence on science in our history, but again, we don't really hear about him much. Maybe it's because he's a flat earther. As the first man to reach the stratosphere, he said, "It seemed a flat disk with an upturned edge." Obviously, that quote right there should tell you that's why you're not hearing about him anymore. This guy is a flat earther. Anybody that's a flat earther is not allowed to be in the public eye. But you know what they do in the public eye? Tell us the truth. This is an artist rendition of what Auguste Pogue was doing when he went into the stratosphere, towards the firmament. And what I'm about to show you is a Hennessy commercial that was produced and posted for all of the public to see. This is called Revelation of Method. This is them showing you the truth to your face and then nobody saying anything to NASA and having any problem with it. And just to get your mind in the right frame of reference here, before I play this clip of this commercial showing everybody the truth, this is what biblical cosmology looks like. There's a firmament here holding waters above. Hence why the sky might be blue. And here's a bunch of our other ancestors' drawings of what they thought the shape of the earth was. You'll see it happens over and over, the shape of the dome. But after you see this clip, let me know in the comments if you think that they're showing us the truth and everybody's just not realizing it. And if you want to know more of my thoughts, check out my link tree in my bio. I've got a podcast where I talk for 2 hours about things that I can't talk about here, but enjoy this commercial.
It's a commercial. Oh. Wow. Wow. That was a Pepsi commercial too. I don't think I ever seen that Pepsi commercial. Have any of y'all ever heard of a guy named Auguste Pogue revolving around the situation? Somewhat what he said. Can anybody fact check this and let me know if anything he's saying is true? I actually need to learn more about this guy and do more research on this guy just so I can, you know, be more versatile when things like this come, because this actually seemed like a subject that I would like to touch on, you know. Like you said, biblical cosmology, cosmetology, or whatever you want to call it. But definitely they say there's water above and below the firmament. So, hey, I don't feel like that they just put anything in commercials nowadays. I know a lot of y'all can agree.
An arrest has been made in the Chinese Biolab discovery in Fresno.
Oh, crap.
They posted about Arkansas evicting a Chinese seed company, but this posed a much larger threat. And I will post the news clip from Fox News, but not many media sources are talking about this. The lab was found in Fresno, and Ji Bizhu, a 62-year-old Chinese native, was the owner and was arrested on Thursday after an investigation by the FDA. The warehouse was packed with hundreds of mice, many dead and in inhumane conditions. There was an abundance of medical waste, human blood, and over 20 infectious agents. So court documents allege that between December 2020 and March 2023, Zhu and others manufactured, imported, sold, and distributed hundreds of thousands of COVID-19 tests, HIV tests, pregnancy, and other conditions in the U.S. The criminal case alleges that the two companies involved, Universal Meditech Incorporated and Prestige Biotech Incorporated, did not obtain the proper authorization to manufacture or distribute, and mislabeled many of the units. It also alleges that Zhu made false statements about his identity, the ownership and control of the companies, and their activities. Nothing has been said about what's going to happen with the lab. So let me know your thoughts about this, and follow to stay in the loop.
Investigators discovering a horrific scene in suburban California. An illegal biolab, reportedly backed by communist China, has been operating under the radar in Fresno. Authorities say the warehouse was packed with hundreds of mice in inhumane conditions, medical waste, and at least 20 infectious agents. Our next guest sits on the House Strategic Committee on China. He's Florida Congressman Carlos Jimenez, and he joins us now. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us on this topic. This topic has not been discussed, in my estimation, not discussed enough. In this lab, they found COVID, HIV, many other diseases. What do we know about not just the lab, but its connections to China?
We don't know much about it. At this point, what we do know is that it was operating illegally. It poses a threat to the people of California and the United States. They were testing for COVID and, like you said, AIDS and everything else. And then the rats and the mice there, 200 of them were found dead out of 1,000. All kinds of medical equipment and medical testing equipment and human blood. And they were testing for a lot of agents. So we don't know what they were doing or why they were doing it, but apparently they're tied to the CCP and to Chinese-linked firms.
Hopefully they were trying to come up with a cure.
About to show you is so important to listen to. Please share it, because God knows how long it's going to be up.
You understand? Now, I understand these images are heart-wrenching, and I'm not trying to sound callous or that I don't care about innocent people being slaughtered. But this is bigger than Israel and Palestine. This is actually a human species problem. We have an elite group of humans, 2,000 to 3,000 humans, who are so powerful and so rich and so much above us that they are literally killing innocent human beings to place chess with each other. That's what we're dealing with, all right? So when you guys say I stand with or I stand with, understand, you look like a fucking idiot. You don't understand what's going on. You can't explain what's going on. Not a single one of you could explain what I just laid out for you. Not a single one, okay? And you would look at me and say, well, that doesn't make sense. No shit. But where have I missed? Where have I missed over the last 3 years? But here we are, 14 months out, and I'm looking at a whole bunch of tweets here, all right? And we'll just throw them up here on the screen. I'll read them. Reputable sources have been reporting Hamas terrorists came across the U.S. border and are apparently organizing terror cells planning attacks in major U.S. cities over the next 14 months. This is no accident. It's the disruption to the 2024 election. They need to retain power.
Hey, I don't think I got to say too much on this, man. Y'all just let me know y'all honest thoughts and opinions down below.
Nobody is talking about this Simpsons prediction. I wonder why. Check this out.
What if your wife finds out?
It's modern times. Everyone's doing it. Where did my Christian limo driver go?
My pious husband is missing. The baby I chose to have baptized is gone.
Whoa.
Mr. Thompson, what's happening?
It's the rapture, Shauna. The rapture. The virtuous have gone to heaven, and the rest of us have been left below. We were fools, and because we rejected God, tacitly accepting Satan, we must suffer through the apocalypse.
I thought all religions were a path to God. I was wrong.
Why did I put my faith in science and technology?
If you believe that Jesus is coming back soon, then I want you to follow or subscribe right now and type amen.
It's just too much stuff going on right now. Everybody is thinking that the rapture is coming. It's just too many signs that something is coming up, y'all. I'm gonna give it to 2030, you know, but I mean, it could be 2100. It can be sooner than that. It probably not gonna be in our lifetime, but everybody is saying just what's going on in the world today. It's too many signs that there's something that is coming, and it's coming soon. So y'all better be prepared.
I tried to tell you that the movie They Live is based on a true story.
They Live.
And you didn't believe me. But when I say I got your ass, oh, I've got your ass. So first, let me explain. They've been able to put subliminal messages into our heads without us even knowing. Not by using music or sound, by just using images alone. Take this picture for example. Squint your eyes and tell me what you see. They can put anything into your head.
Wait.
For the people that have your eyes.
Let me try to squint my. I see big fat rave. BIGFA. Big Fia Rave. I see big. This a B right here. B I G F A T R A V and the E. So I could be wrong. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all see. I know I look crazy trying to squint.
Tell me what you see. They can put anything
Let me see how this one is. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I can't see it. What y'all?
For the people that follow football, who do you think the best football player is in the world? Squint your eyes and tell me what you see. And again, I'm sure you've all seen this one by now. If you haven't.
What? Oh, hey. Like, what is this talking about, man?
I want you to tilt your phone forward, squint your eyes, and tell me what you see. Oh my.
I mean, I need to let me know something because I feel like this dude just chatting at this point. I'm over here squinting my eyes looking crazy. My cheeks starting to hurt and he just sitting here speak. Say what it is or something. You get what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what they saying or what each pictures holds value of so this can make sense for me, please. Yeah, man, we gonna wrap this up. Yeah, we definitely gonna wrap this one up, man. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure if y'all enjoyed this reaction video that you give it a huge thumbs up. I'm telling y'all, the more thumbs up this video get, the higher the rank. If you made it to the end, man, you are a true supporter. And I genuinely appreciate it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You get what I'm saying? You're new to the channel, make sure to hit that sub button and turn on the notifications to get notified when a boy posts another banger. Because if you don't, you might miss it. And you don't want to miss it, man. But let's go ahead and let's get it. And let's go ahead and let go.